What was the role of women in early Germanic tribes? Imagine living in a time when tribes roamed across Europe, and every person had a role that shaped their community. Now, picture the women in these tribes. What did they really do? You might think they were just at home, but their lives were much more layered than that. In early Germanic tribes, women held a mix of responsibilities and powers that reflected both their importance and their limitations. They helped run the household, cared for children, and managed daily chores like making clothing and tending livestock. Women often accompanied their husbands to battles, not as fighters, but as advisors and supporters. They could give counsel that tribes valued, especially in matters of family and community decisions. Yet, their status was closely tied to their relationships with men. Unmarried daughters inherited their father's rank, while married women took on their husband's status. Women didn't have independent political power. Their influence was mostly through family ties. Germanic law from around the 6th to the 10th century shows that women had limited rights to own property or inherit land. Widows needed a male guardian called a mundwald to representing them legally, whether they were under their father's or their husband's control. Interestingly, the law protected women through a system called weregild, which was a form of compensation paid if they were injured or killed. The amount was twice that of a man of the same rank, highlighting their role as mothers and carriers of tribal continuity. In spiritual matters, women could hold significant authority. Germanic priestesses, often described as tall women with striking eyes dressed in flowing white gowns, performed sacred rituals and offered prophecies. Roman observers noted their influence, which was rare for women in many ancient societies. Women also contributed economically by working on farms, raising animals, spinning wool, and preparing food. Their work was essential for survival, even if it was undervalued compared to male roles like warfare and hunting. Society was full of contradictions. Wives were seen as partners deserving respect, but daughters were often treated as possessions, with their futures decided by male relatives. As tribes settled into the Roman Empire and Christianity spread, women's roles changed. Laws became stricter, and their spiritual authority diminished. The shift from pagan traditions to Christian beliefs narrowed their opportunities and reduced their independence. So, women in early Germanic tribes played vital roles in family, spiritual, and economic life. But their power was always linked to their relationships with men and the society's rules.